Good afternoon, everybody. It's Angela Irvin with Paula Harvey, our Vice President at the Cypher Houston Chamber of Commerce. And we are here with Kristina Perez of Zenith Learning. She is the CEO and Chief Go-Getter. So Kristina, tell us a little bit about your business and tell us what type of challenges you've been facing during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, well, Zenith Learning, we do business as Zenith Learning. We're officially Zenith Premier. We are a Houston-based company, although we have programs across Texas. We provide before and after school care at local schools, either charter schools, private schools, or traditional public schools. And we provide those on site, and they're tuition-based, so the parents do pay for our services. But we typically are very cost-effective, and we have a high quality. What we do really enhances what the children learn during the school day. We also provide substitutes on a supplemental basis to private schools, daycares, early Head Starts, and charter schools. And so we are always excited about our substitutes. They go out and they're quality and trained and background checked, and they fill in the gaps. So we really, I think, overall provide peace of mind for campus principals and administrators, so they don't have to worry if our staff are in the building covering in a position. And so definitely a challenge during this pandemic. Our business came to a complete halt in March, during the spring break time. And so luckily some of our substitute clients have used our substitutes off and on throughout the pandemic in creative ways, either covering for some office duties, answering phones, contacting parents if they need Spanish speakers. We've also had some serve lunches, help distribute the lunches, so that way the staff can have a break from doing some of those types of tasks. So we have had a little bit of our staff working, but majority of them were, stopped because of the pandemic. So it is challenging. It's challenging because this is also our time to market our company and to visit principals and administrators and really just share what we do to get new clients signed up for the new school year. And because everybody's closed, it's a struggle trying to find ways to contact them without, being a disrupt, because we know that they're stressed and they're trying to figure out what they're doing and how they're closing out their grades and their teachers. And so it's really not a time for us to be emailing them and saying, hey, what about next year? Because, they're not even sure about next year at this time. So it has been a huge challenge for us. To continue operating and to continue reaching out for new business.
Wow, it sounds like it's been a really challenge, and I can imagine now that you've explained everything that you do, all of the entities with childcare and staffing and things like that. So moving forward, hopefully this fall, COVID will calm down and we'll get everyone started back to normal. And, the Chamber's here for you, however we can connect you with businesses. And we're finding that they want to hear from you. They want to hear from people. They want to talk to people. So we will help you with some contacts that maybe you can reach out to and meet some more people. And I would think they would want that staffing resource from you. Mm-hmm. You've been in business a long time and you're really active in the chamber. What do you encourage businesses to be doing now to help themselves? And do you have any pointers for them?
Well, I think during this time, one of the things that I've actually really enjoyed is there's a lot of training out there for business people, for school people, and a lot of it's free right now because of the pandemic. So I've actually been on some different resources that normally I don't even consider, business networks, and they're emailing through either LinkedIn or just in general. I get advertisements and I've clicked on a few, and I've actually gotten on with some other chamber members and we watch them together, and then we kind of debrief after what applies to our business. And so I've actually found out during this time that I can really sharpen my leadership skills, or really sharpen, business management skills, or whatever. We've done a lot of PR training. And so I think it's interesting that because it's a pandemic time, there's so much free and there's so many people reaching out that if someone takes time or even wants some recommendations, I can definitely share some of the courses I've taken or some of the videos that I've recorded. But I think we need to, it's a good time to take advantage of all of that free training while it's out there. Because obviously I think a lot of companies are doing the free training now, and then of course to grab clients for future. But some of the trainings, you can glean what you need for your business or your area, your field of expertise, and really apply it. But it's also a good time just to reach out to other chamber members and just to say, how can I help you? I've met some of the other ladies working in the chamber, and we just stop and brainstorm, you know, here's 3 different things you can do to grow your business. Here's 3 different things you can do. And I think we kind of go around the table, and being a pandemic, we have a lot of thinking time on our hands. And so sometimes the creative juices are stirring more. And I've been on some Zoom meetings with some, you know, business owners for coffee, and we just talk about how's it going? What do we need? What do you need? And then I noticed there's so many connections made, so many aha moments of people thinking, oh, I could do this. And then other people giving them ideas. So definitely it's a time to reach out, to connect. It's so easy with the virtual offices now, or virtual Zoom meetings. And so I would just encourage people to hang in there, connect. Don't be afraid to ask or tell your friends or other business owners what you need, or what's a good client for you, or if you want training, or tell me what you've learned. I've participated in book studies and all kinds of different connections through Zoom that make it much easier, because we wouldn't really be able to travel or drive around. And so I think it's just a great time to make lots of solid connections and help each other out.
Those are great ideas.
Yeah, great ideas, Kristina. I think collaboration with, you know, friends, chamber members is just wonderful. So cheers to you. Thank you, Kristina, for everything you do for our community. You have your own Facebook group that you promote business on and events. You're part of American Businesswomen's Association and so much more. So thank you for all you do for us.
Of course, of course. I love the Sci-Fair community.
Well, and we all do too. So that's awesome. So thank you again for your time. And we hope to see you in person sometime soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Kristina. See you